Hi, this is Kian. This weekend I am in Vienna. I'm staying in the Grand Hotel Vienna. This video would be a review of this hotel, including my hotel room and the facilities of the hotel. So let's go into the hotel and see how it is. This is our room. Wow, this is so huge. Over here is a small living area because I was upgraded to a city view king suite. I didn't expect they also have this kind of Italian high ceilings as well. And here's the bed. And the bathroom is over here next to the bed. Hello. The classic bathroom. And the toilet is in a separate room. Here is the bathtub. It's a combination of a bathtub and a shower head right over here. It's very classic looking. I quite like this kind of old-fashioned bathtub shower head attachment which looks like a telephone. And the amenity is from a brand I don't actually really know. I've never heard of this. Behind the door there are two sets of bathrobes with a symbol of the hotel. We were woken up by the fire alarm in our hotel room, and it was super scary. It's super loud, and there's a fire engine behind us right in front of the hotel. We were quite panicking because we were naked and had to put on clothes to run down the staircase, and everyone else is there as well. This is literally the very first time I encountered this kind of situation in a hotel. It's quite scary to me, man. What does Oscar think?
I'm just really glad that we're one of the only people who are obviously asleep at 10:30.
Yeah, the people there, they are in the bathrobe, so I guess we're not too bad. We were quite tired after today, especially after the late arrival last night. Okay, after probably about like 5 to 10 minutes, we are now back to our hotel room. It seems nothing has happened. However, the fire alarm was literally super loud and scary. I didn't even know what happened until Oscar woke me up. Otherwise, I might have just slept over the fire alarm, to be fair. I guess it's a new experience for me, and I think in the future I should probably read the emergency exit instruction by the room entrance properly, as we weren't really sure where to go until we saw someone going down the emergency exit of the floor. Oh, so tired.
The next morning.
I am at Grand Brasserie now for breakfast. The breakfast here is that there are a few a la carte items and the majority is a buffet. So the a la carte items are on this menu. We just finished breakfast. I think the quality of the food is actually quite good. The choice is good as well in terms of the amount of cheese and charcuterie items. The Japanese food today I was gonna try it aren't good at all. The rice got dry from part to part in the pot and the miso soup was very diluted. However, we did enjoy yesterday's breakfast because we had all the Western or the Austrian options. So that was good. The presentation of the meal is beautiful. All of the a la carte items were presented nicely on a beautiful plate. I highly recommend this breakfast as part of your hotel stay in the Grand Hotel Vienna. Okay, after 2 nights stay in the Grand Hotel Vienna, my conclusion and final thoughts about it is it's actually a very beautiful hotel, very historical. It's good in the sense that all of the staff are really friendly. The room is quite comfortable. The size is quite big. However, I think there are a few issues as well. So, for example, the default pillows here are very thin. They are just like air. And secondly, the amenities they use in this hotel is not really upper class, or is not really on the high end of the brand compared to some other fancy 5-star hotels in the world. The breakfast here is actually excellent in consideration of the amount of choice, the service, and the presentation. The normal price of a basic room of this hotel starts from maybe 300 per night. I booked this hotel cheaper because of a corporate discount. I do think maybe 300-400 euro is a bit overpriced, but the location is good. So it depends on each person's personal circumstances whether you would like to stay here.
So my thoughts are going to be much more negative, I guess, than what Kian's positivity. For a 5-star hotel in a major European city, I think there's missing quite a few things that I would want if I were to pay premium prices for a 5-star hotel. The first one I'm going to bring is very mild. It's just electrical outlets. Everyone today uses smartphones, smartwatches, or has some sort of electronic item that will require charging, and they probably want slightly close to them. Within a massive room, we have one area which is just above the desk. There's nothing next to the bedside tables. I think that's a bit of a flaw. I understand that it requires a little bit of refurbishing and rewiring. However, I think nowadays that's an expectation and has been probably for about 10 years now. I find that a bit strange. I do agree that some of the amenities are not particularly good. I think the soaps, the shampoos and stuff, again, for a 5-star hotel aren't really up to scratch. It does sound very privileged what I'm saying. However, when you're paying for £300-400 or euros, whatever, for a basic room and you'd be getting similar things, and this room that we were upgraded to is much bigger, you might be paying up to €500-600 euros and that's what you're getting. I just think it's lacking a little bit of the luxury and detail you'd expect, especially at that price point. I thought the staffs at the front desk, both times that we've had to interact with them so far, I don't think they've actually been the most polite or professional for a 5-star hotel. I know Austrians are notoriously blunt, maybe not Swiss or Dutch blunt, but are notoriously blunt. But this was blunt to a point of a little bit rude, in my opinion, especially when you're dealing with international guests here. The staff at the breakfast and the waiting staff are fantastic. They're all very polite, and that's absolutely fine. I would disagree again with the breakfast. I think, again, for a 5-star hotel, it's not got the best selection. I think the area is very small, and I think it's actually set out quite poorly. The plates are very odd sizes and set in very odd locations for different things. I didn't think any of the selection was particularly amazing. The one saving grace, I would say, more than anything here is its location, in that you can pretty much walk the entirety of Vienna to all its major sites within 20 to 30 minutes per site, and even closer for some of the other major sites. It was very extended negativity, but I think it's important to mention these things.
So now you've heard of 2 sides of the story. There are 2 more things to add. One is, in the corporate rate I booked, the breakfast is included. I think otherwise it's about 45 or it was like 55 euro per person per morning. Unless you are a IHG Diamond Elite, it is free as part of the welcome amenities. And second thing to add was the wellness facility in this hotel. There's no pool despite it being a 5-star hotel. It does have a sauna, a steam room, a fitness area. I used the sauna in late afternoon. There was no one there. It was fantastic. It was quiet. The facility was very modern, very comfortable as well. So do enjoy the wellness facility here if you've got the time in Vienna to spare. This is our thoughts of this hotel. Hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.